Hello, everyone. Eddie here, and another week has gone by, and I'm going to give my reflections and thoughts about everything that's been going on. So, first thing I want to say is that I've received a lot of feedback. I've had a lot of discussions one on one with people discussing some of my various points. Overall, people agree with me, but there have been some disagreements, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that actually, because it calls for good dialogue and discussion. You really shouldn't just take anyone at their word. You should actually engage and make your own informed decision. So one of the reoccurring themes is that can we still communicate with one another, or can we still, I, I would say, reach out to the other side and have a discussion about what happened and kind of like mend fences. And I've actually had a few people who, for a certain sect of people, they do not want to have any more contact with them. And just to give you a further point on that, I also saw that the host on Morning Joe, Mika and Joe Scarborough, went to go see Donald Trump. And it's been a lot of mixed reactions, with a lot of people just saying that they're done with Morning Joe. They're not going to watch the show anymore. Some people have been supportive of them. And so you probably can guess which side I fall on. I feel that, we should still communicate, but I do hear and understand the other side. And I, I kind of feel like, we have to meet people where they're at. If for whatever reason I don't want to talk to someone, then I shouldn't necessarily, well, I shouldn't be forced to talk to them. I should eventually come to it on my own, and it's probably for the best. But my 2 cents is that whenever possible, we should just communicate a little bit more. You know, but again, it's just my perspective, my opinion. I'm not the authority. I don't have the final say. I'm just giving you my thoughts. Another thing that I want to discuss that's been kind of weighing on my mind a little bit is that I actually want to be that person to apologize to black women for the outcome of this election. I mean, I have to just be honest, is that black women are just like the backbone of, for the most part, of the Democratic Party. I mean, they are the ones who always have the boots on the ground. They're doing the fundraising, the organizing, and I know that black men were coveted, but you know, black men have always been supported by black women, and I just, I just feel like, or I get the impression that they feel that, they have been let down because of the outcome. They showed up in strong numbers for Kamala Harris, and yet a little bit over half of America decided to vote for Trump, which actually, as the votes, that's another thing I just want to, I'm going to take a tangent. With the votes coming in, it's looking more and more like, it isn't necessarily over half of America voted for Trump. It's looking like maybe 49% voted for Trump, 48% voted for Kamala, and then that other percent and a half or so that's out there either decide to withhold their vote or vote for somebody else. So I take a little comfort in that, because then that just means that in my eyes that it isn't over half of America wants Trump. So take that ray of sunshine wherever you can get it. But back to my apology to black women. I just feel like they've had our back. They've had the Democratic Party back. They had pretty much every group out there is back and have been supportive. And then the one time that they needed us to support them, you know, it just did not happen. And for that, I truly want to say that I am sorry, but that I'm here to just be a listener or a shoulder to be on. And I understand that you may need a little time to recover, to just process it. But I just want to say I appreciate black women and I thank you so very much for all that you do. So there's so many topics to talk about, and I just can't wrap my head around all of the different topics. So I'm not going to even try. Instead, I'm just going to jump right to what I'm going to do. And what I recommend other people do is that let's just take a little break from, watching the news or whatever your regular news source is. Let's just take a little break and instead just continue to do what I said last week, in that reach out to people, start a dialogue, communication. Don't even talk about politics. Just see how people are doing. Give yourself a break, a chance to process this. And that's that's where I'm at. I'm just gonna give myself maybe a week break. Maybe after Thanksgiving, I'll start back. You know, slowly bringing the news back into my diet. But for right now, I just think I need a little time to not see like every single day, because truth be told, and I do want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but just thinking back in the past when Trump administration it was like every day there was something going on, and that was just overload. So I think before we get to that point, I just want to give myself a little break. So I would recommend doing some other type of activities or some other type of hobbies or volunteering or just doing something to take your mind off of it. But that's where I'm at. I I guess the only other thing I would say is that I'm still processing, grappling with it, but as each day goes by, it's getting a little bit better. I don't feel as angered by the whole outcome, and it's really taught me some valuable lessons. And one of the things that I'm been trying to do moving forward is just actually listen a little bit more instead of trying to insert my 2 cents. Just really listen. Obviously, I can't do this right now because I'm talking, but you understand what I'm saying. Is that I have to evaluate myself, process it, and then move forward and grow from there. So, with that being said, again, I thank you for watching this video. Please, if you have any comments, I would love, 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 love to read them, and I will respond to them as well. And just want to tell you all to be blessed. Thank you.